Welcome to Freedom Flicker. Today, we're diving into a heartbreaking story that's shaken Charlotte, North Carolina, and sparked a nationwide conversation about safety on public transit. On August 22nd, 2025, Irina Zarutska, a 23-year-old Ukrainian refugee who fled war for a better life, was brutally stabbed to death on a Charlotte light rail train in a random attack. This tragedy has raised urgent questions about public safety, mental health, and how we protect our communities. Join me as we explore what happened, why it matters, and what we can do about it. Irina Zarutska, a 23-year-old Ukrainian refugee, had escaped the war in Ukraine, hoping for safety in Charlotte. On August 22, 2025, she boarded the LYNX Blue Line around 9:46 p.m., still in her pizzeria uniform, scrolling on her phone. Unbeknownst to her, 34-year-old DeCarlos Brown Jr., a man with a history of criminal activity, sat behind her. Surveillance footage shows that, without provocation, Brown pulled out a folding knife and stabbed Irina 3 times, including a fatal blow to the neck. She died on the train, and Brown was arrested shortly after. This random act of violence has left the community in shock and mourning. Irina wasn't just a victim. She was a vibrant young woman with dreams. Fleeing Kyiv in 2022 after Russia's invasion, she came to Charlotte with her family, seeking peace. Described as a gifted artist who loved sculpting and designing clothes, Irina was known for her kind heart and love for animals. Her family and friends are devastated, and a GoFundMe has raised over $48,000 to cover funeral costs, showing the community's love for her. Her story reminds us of the human cost of this tragedy. Irina's death isn't an isolated incident. Recent violence on Charlotte's LYNX Blue Line and buses has raised alarms. Just days before, an assault was reported on a CATS bus in South Charlotte. Residents are now hesitant to use public transit, fearing for their safety. The suspect, DeCarlos Brown Jr., had a criminal record dating back to 2011, including robbery and threats, and was arrested in January 2025 for misusing 911 during a mental health episode. Why was he free to harm again? This points to deeper issues: mental health, homelessness, and a justice system that struggles to balance rehabilitation and public safety. The Charlotte community, especially its Ukrainian diaspora, is grieving. Mayor Vilyles called the incident a tragic situation, emphasizing the need for better mental health support and cautioning against demonizing the homeless. However, outrage has erupted online, with some claiming the system failed Irina by allowing a repeat offender to roam free. Posts on X highlight frustration, with one user stating, "The murderer had been arrested 14 times before. The state is partly responsible." Others argue the focus should be on prevention, not blame. What's clear is that Charlotte needs solutions now. So what can we do? First, we need stronger security on public transit, more guards, better surveillance, and faster response times. Second, addressing mental health and homelessness requires investment in shelters, treatment programs, and community support. Third, the justice system must find ways to prevent repeat offenders from slipping through the cracks without resorting to mass incarceration. Finally, we must support refugees like Irina, ensuring they find safety, not tragedy. I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments. How can we make our city safer? Let's honor Irina's memory by demanding change. Irina Zarutska came to America seeking hope and safety, but her life was cut short by a preventable tragedy. Her story is a wake-up call for all of us. Let's honor her by advocating for safer communities and supporting those who need it most. Subscribe to Freedom Flicker for more stories that matter, and share this video to spread awareness. Together, we can make a difference. Rest in peace, Irina.